Prior to the 1990s, many Asian governments denied their citizens human rights because they claimed they had no place in their governments. Asian governments have made some improvements since then, considering they no longer reject the universality of human rights, but they have not made perfect progress. Asian governments excuse their violence towards citizens as attempts to maintain political stability and interethnic harmony. Several Asian governments have established new laws to protect human rights, but they have been unsuccessful due to the lack of government enforcement.
Because of China's oppressive communist government, various violations of human rights occur frequently. The majority of these violations involve the freedom of speech. This looks like a regular internet cafe in China. Unfortunately for the Chinese citizens, their internet is censored. Only about 1/4 of China's population uses the internet. For these citizens, regular access to major websites and important information is restricted. Many of the censored words may seem random or meaningless. Censoring words such as playboy, freedom, independence, and evil is considered important to China. Another major censorship issue involves the major search database, Google. Google is banned in China due to the fact that the corporation disagrees with many of the censorship laws. An unbelievable example of Google's censorship occurs when searching the Tiananmen Square protests. In China, peaceful pictures of the square are available, while photos of the bloody massacre come up everywhere else. You break censorship laws, you go to jail long time! Due to censorship laws, the Chinese have limited access to social networking sites like Facebook. For example, Kuwait, with a population of 2 million, has about 880,000 users, while China, with a population of 1 billion, has only 527,000. These laws also force China to use their own Twitter, known as Sine Weibo. This social networking site is easy for the government to censor. China has the most imprisoned cyber journalists and computer users in the entire world. Many international diplomats have publicly criticized China for its harsh violations of the freedom of speech. The unfortunate reality is China may never change.
Thailand is known for its many migrant workers in the country. Migrant workers in Thailand protest in the streets to try to put a stop to what is going on and also demand a higher pay. Thailand violated many human rights in the sense that nobody is allowed to treat you as his or her slave, and you have the right to work. 82% of migrant workers working on boats aren't allowed to leave their workplaces, and they're forced to work as slaves on the boats.
Going back to the corner.
Half of the employers worked in either agriculture, manufacturing, or fishing, and they were not allowed to leave the premises outside of the working hours without permission. Workers would often be punched, slapped, and or even beaten by their employers. Thai government pledged to solve migrant workers' problems by issuing an unlimited amount of work permits for all migrant workers in Thailand.
Come back here to the place that we meet, and you'll see me waiting for you on the corner of the street. So I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Policeman said, son, you can't stay here. I said, someone I'm waiting for fits a day, a month, a year. Gotta stand my ground even if it rains or snows.
The death of Kim Jong-il has had little difference on the ongoing violations of human rights.
You wake up and find that you're missing me.
Men, women, and children accused of political crimes are sent to concentration and imprisonment camps where conditions are extremely harsh. Prisoners are subject to torture at these camps.
On the corner of the street, I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Camp 22 is the largest concentration camp in North Korea, and it is located in the mountains of the northeast. This is where some of the most brutal human rights violations occur.
People talk about the guy who's waiting on a girl. Oh, there are no holes in his shoes.
The human rights of North Koreans are being violated in the sense that they are held prisoners against their will and are forced to work at labor camps.
Maybe I'll get famous as the man.
Nothing is being done about these camps because the North Korean government tends to ignore public opinion on their issues anyway.
You'll come running to the corner. 'Cause you know
The North Korean government in power is responsible for all of the inhumanity occurring inside its borders. A change in government power is necessary to put an end to the concentration camps.
'cause if one day